Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Saturday Morning Coffee with Murph. This is, I think, our third installment. Yeah, I'm fucking tired. This whole daylight savings time thing is kicking my ass, even though it's already been a week. I'm fucking exhausted, but that's why we're getting a little bit of a later start today. But I'm ready to go. We got a lot of shit to do. We've got Dailies knockout real quick on our main account on Heroes Middle Earth. And then we're going to have to roll through the Mountain Warrior raid afterwards. So let's knock out our energy refreshes. And Jesus, I didn't even do the web store yet. That's 2 weeks in a row. Alright, well, we'll pop this open. Pippin, I'll take that. I'm kind of throwing Road to Rivendell. Uh-oh. Something got unplugged there. That's fine. We'll figure that out while we knock out the web store. I'm kind of at a point in my main account right now where I really want to start diverting resources into Road to Rivendell as well as Balance Expedition. But I still have so many other teams I'm working on right now. And I'm kind of to the point with like this whole ability materials kind of crunch that we're in, where I'm feeling like unless a team is like a very, very top level meta team, like for your arena or like Rivendell, where it's going to be amazing throughout every single chapter of the raid, I'm starting to get the feeling that it's not really going to be worth putting your epic ability material into characters or teams past like maybe get them up to like level 4, but I think pushing to level 5 and 6 is really not going to be worth it unless it's a team that's really like top end of the meta for all of that all the things I just mentioned. Because part of me is kind of like, I'm kind of keeping myself from building other teams just because I know I don't have the ability materials to support it. But at the same time, I kind of feel like, like my Isengard, for instance, I have them all at Gear 7, working on Gear 8 with SWGOH, and I've got Mauher at Gear 8. And I feel like I'm already hitting 900k in Chapter 1 with them. And I'm still not pushing 900k in Chapter 2, so maybe that's justification to keep putting ability materials into them, but I don't know. It's just it's a really hard crunch run with all that right now, where it's like there's all these other teams I would love to be building, but it's kind of like, what's the point, since I'm really not going to be able to build them anyways, ability materials wise at least. Almost done with this goddamn web store, I promise. And if I sound a little stuffed up today, I forgot to take my allergy medicine yesterday, and I literally just took mine a little bit ago, like as I was getting up grabbing my coffee for this stream. So definitely a little congested, definitely feeling it, definitely done with the web store, and oopsies. We're back in. Connection lost. Oh boy. There we go. Forgot it does that. Alright. We should be good to go. There we go. Alright. We're back in. What did we get out of the web store? We got some Golbers shards for a goblin team we can't build yet. Again, don't have materials. Alright. That's way too hot to drink yet. Okay, let's hop in here. We gotta knock out our elf dailies. We are just about wrapped up with pushing Eldon to 7 stars. I would assume I'll have him done within the week. 2 shards a day is not gonna cut that for sure. We'll see if we can knock out some more gear on Elrond here. I definitely need to get my humans up high enough to be able to actually complete this final tier of the light crystal challenge, because at the moment I'm not even able to max it out, and I'm starting to hit a crunch with these epic ability material mat, or epic crystal mats rather. So we got no candles there, which is unfortunate, but that's right. I can do his leadership, but I'm not going to do his leadership yet. We got to farm out some R1 shards. And then let's knock out Azak, because he's our last Isengard that we don't have up to 5 stars yet. 2 shards, that sucks. And we can go ahead and knock out our guild farm, which in the moment we're kind of just working on Bikelu, so we can farm up some epic ability materials. Claim all of our objectives and get that 80 energy-ish back. Hop back in and probably knock out our dwarf farms, because I'm still farming dwarves. I've kind of slowed on them since, again, I don't have materials to actually build them, but what I am doing is I'm making sure I at least focus Philly every day, just because my daily objective payout at the end, since we've maxed Strider now, our daily objective reward is Philly shards. So I kind of want to accelerate that farm, get that done, and see who is the next one that we'll be able to start working on. Let's check out our supplies. We can grab that. And that's actually some good rare materials down here that we're running low on. And as I always say, I always buy out all of these green materials down here whenever I can, just because it really does help keeping a surplus of them in order to be able to quickly gear 4-ish any new marquee characters that come out. So we can knock out their tier 5 free-to-play fairly easy. I mean, this is not a free-to-play account, but then we're not having to worry about throwing anything at it. We're currently leveling Gondor, right? Gondor's alt 45, so I'm kind of keeping Gondor at 45 for now until I'm ready to push higher. So what I do want to do is get some of my Haradrim up to 45. And that'll be enough. We do have our XP and challenge adventures to knock out. And we'll have them again tomorrow, so I'm not worried about spending a little extra experience on getting Bikelu up to there. Go ahead and claim these. We gotta throw 1 piece of gear on somebody. I kind of just want to throw... Is that a green piece of gear for Naramiri? Yes, it is. We'll throw that on Naramiri for now, just to get the daily out of the way. And boom, let's hop in the arena. See what we can do here. I don't know what it is the last week or so, but I'm having a hard time even punching down on Elrond mirror matches, and I've had Elrond since the original release and have really never had any issues with him in arena. So I'm falling, and I'm falling and I can't get up, is what happened. That is still hot coffee. All right, we're gonna open up on Elrond here. Good, we got the 2-turn expose. Go ahead and dispel Elra here. It was nice getting Elrond the first time around, but I gotta be honest, I'm ready for a new arena meta, because it's been 3 months now of just Elrond mirror matches, and it's just such a scripted kind of dance to do. You work around the Eladin provokes, and now we get to throw some, well, actually this one has Halbarad, so honestly we'll probably just try to burn through Halbarad here. That is generally the easier way to handle this matchup. Keep healing. Halbarad just has such low armor that once we get through these blocks here on him, he's going to be pretty easy to shred. But with that, we'll probably just focus on Elrond, because it's going to be a couple turns till Halbarad can get another taunt up. We can work around these provokes here with some AoE and just keep putting damage on Elrond. And of course, his Elrond has all the boons, so he's going to remove way more turn meter than we were able to. Honestly, I don't know about you guys, if anyone's even watching right now, but Elrond's ultimate really doesn't feel like it works as advertised. I really don't notice a whole lot of actual turn meter removal happening whenever I use it. Maybe that's just me, but whether it's arena, raid, anything, I don't see it. All right, next turn we'll be able to get Eladin back up. We'll work on some damage on Elra here. Jesus, my nose is killing me with my allergies right now. There we go. Guess we'll work on Halbrad a bit. Or we can finish Eladin off. Easy peasy. Get a good taunt up. Come on, just finish him off. There we go. R1 will be down in a second here. R1 down. Now it's just Elra here. And that's game. Cool. Easy arena win. What a great way to start the day off. Let's roll into our raid. Where are we at overall right now? We're at 90 mil overall, about halfway, a little over halfway through chapter 3. So let's see where we're at. We were able to max out with Elrond last time around. So before we do that, I would kind of like to... I hate this. I hate how buggy the difficulty selector is in here. It feels like you have to reset it every damn time you go into it. All right, so we got 182,000 with Gondor last time. Let's see if we can push that a bit higher. We have pushed everybody except for Sergeant Ara up to Gear 6 this week, as well as level 45, so they should have a little more survivability. So let's see what we can do here. And getting the focus on Ara is just not the greatest thing in the world because our Ara is our weakest character out of all of them. So I guess I was going to reset. We'll keep going, see where we're able to get here. But I'm going to trade this taunt to Boromir so we can try to keep Denethor alive a little bit longer. And we got the immunity on Boromir. That's phenomenal. Not phenomenal. Denethor just died. This is going to be a reset for sure. Yep. All right, resetting. Really, I think the RNG has to come from we need Faramir to get hit first so that we can go ahead and stealth or taunt with Boromir or something like that in order to take it off of him. Getting Herendil marked is just as bad because he's going to die here. Sucks. And yeah, that's going to be a restart. Why is our Aura so weak still? Like, she's 3 stars. That would definitely explain it. But can we push to 4 right now? Yeah, I got the gems. There we go. Little improvements every week. That's what makes the difference. 1,200 more health. That's a little more survivability. Should be good to go. Right. We got some excess energy. Can we finish off another gear piece, potentially? Yeah, we can. Let's get some more armor. Actually, we don't even need to use the energy. We can just use our challenge store currency. We're officially broke again, but that's fine. All right. Let's hop back in. Okay. So Hurundo's marked again. He's gonna die immediately. Pass it off to Denethor. That's fine. Let's throw some block up. Taunt to save Denethor for a little bit. Get some healing over time on him. Alright, we got immunity on Boromir. That's good for us. We just need to survive, and we didn't. Cool. That's a restart. I'm really getting to the point with chapter 3 where it's annoying because like I feel like out of all the chapters, this is the one that I have to reset the most for RNG to actually get good scores out of it. Everything else, it feels like resetting for RNG is kind of like a min-max sort of thing. With this round, it's definitely like I have to reset for RNG with this one, otherwise I'm getting dog shit scores overall. I really hate this chapter. Herendil's dead again. Sick. We're gonna taunt again, but Denethor is gonna die once again from the Skull Crusher AoE here. Here he comes. Dead. It really fucking pisses me off. I hate this chapter. I guess we can just go with Elrond, right? And Rivendell, because, like, realistically, we're not going to improve this team at all, so we just need to... the reason I didn't want to do this team first off is because in order to tie my score from last week, I have to max out difficulty 3 again, and that was such a pain in the ass that I honestly just really don't want to deal with it. I mean, last week we sat here and did like an hour and a half of raid attempts on this account, and I wasn't a fan. Let's keep Naramiri up. Let's get a taunt on Eladin. If we had anybody other than Naramiri marked right off the bat, we could have held Arwen's cleanse and immunity buff to give to Eladin to be able to tank this out, but we couldn't because it was Naramiri, and Naramiri would have died very quickly if we hadn't dispelled and gotten that heal over time. Alright, we got a speed up on the Mangler. We can slow him down with that. Let's get some damage in the Skull Crusher, because we don't want him slowing us. Start getting some blocks out. Good. Get a heal. Another heal. Sweet. They're going after Elrond for whatever reason, even though he's got immunity right now. I love that. This is also fine, because Eldin should be able to provoke and take this off here, even if we can't provoke next turn. We're looking all right. We're looking okay. See if we can get some work on this Mangler. Alright, we can get Unbreakable off of him. I don't want to finish that Mangler yet, because I would like to kill him with one of my marked characters, just so that they can get their stacks down. But we'll go ahead and cleanse with Naramiri. And definitely kill him with Lomion here next turn. Or not, because we have a taunt up. Great, he's gonna get captured. Guess that's about the best we can do. And now Arwen's marked. I can't even finish these guys off because of all these taunts coming up from the fucking War Guards. And we're soft blocked. I love this game. Alright. Reset. It's really annoying the game has been out as long as it has, and we still have to deal with these soft lock issues. I think that's honestly my biggest complaint of the game right now, they've done a really, really good job of fixing a lot of bugs, but it is frustrating watching that happen. I even have a third account on my tablet, which is, to be fair, it's a fucking old tablet. But it seems like older devices can't support the game. Period. I have so many crashes whenever I have summons or I do specific challenge adventures or anything of that sort. I get like very, very consistent like disconnects and force closes on my older tablet playing the game. I think that's my number one bone to pick with the game is it looks great, it plays great when it plays. I just I hope they can figure out bugs with a lot of like the soft lock and force close issues that do tend to happen with the game right now still. That's it's a bold cup of Joe. All right, start working on this. We targeted Elrond. Actually, that's pretty good for us because now we've got immunity on Elrond. Immunity is gonna fall off in a second here, but let's see. I guess we'll just taunt with Eladin. And then, unfortunately, because, well, if Elrond goes before Naramiri, we should be good. But if Naramiri goes before Elrond, we'll have to use our cleanse, and that cleanse is going to cleanse Elrond, and it won't matter because Eladin's dead anyways. Okay. Let's go ahead AoE and slow everybody. And we'll go ahead and cleanse with Naramiri. How did that cleanse put marked back on Elrond? That seems like a bug. That's annoying. That's really fucking annoying, actually. If they kill Elrond here, we're gonna have to reset. We don't have a choice. Okay. Yeah, Elrond's gonna get captured. Which means we're gonna have to reset. There it is. Resetting. I still, for the life of me, do not understand why my Elgato is not picking up the fucking game. Why are we not picking up the game? Can we... turn it up, maybe? No. Do I just straight up have the sound turned off? That'll do it. There we go. Now we've actually got some sound going. My bad, guys. Alright, let's do this. Okay, we got an Arwen mark first. That's actually not too bad for us, because Arwen should be going first. We can cleanse and throw immunity up. As long as she, like, literally doesn't die health-wise, we'll be okay to tank this out, I think. We can heal with Elrond here in a second. There we go. Just gotta survive. Just have to survive. That's it. Just live. Okay. We're looking okay. We'll get a quick turn back. Get a block on ourselves. We'll taunt with Eladin. Get an AoE slow out to everybody. That's beautiful. Now we can cleanse with Naramiri. We can also use Arwen to finish targets in order to get some of these stacks off of ourselves. Hopefully. Get a little heal out. And another heal. I'm going to waste a heal off Naramiri just because Arwen's the only one that needed to be healed, but it's fine. We'll live. Alright, I don't want to finish anybody with Lomion right now. I would like to finish them with Arwen. And they're going after Arwen hard again, so let's see. Can we... stuck behind taunts again. Actually, perfect timing because R1's coming back up. Let's go ahead and immunity. Hopefully tank this out. Who's coming up? He's coming up. We need to kill him. Close. She might die here. Yep. Fuck. Okay, well. You can get a revive. We got Eldon back up. That's good. Just need Naramiri to not fucking die. That's it. That's all we need. Get this fire starter down. So we have a lot of 1 health targets that we can focus. As long as Naramiri just doesn't die. He's dead. Ah, fucking A. Okay. Fine. At least Lomion can take some targets out to decrease these stacks of provoke on himself. Hopefully we can get another revive soon with Elrond. I think he's going to need another turn, if I'm not mistaken, just because we got the increased cooldown. But that's fine. We can taunt with Eldon for a little bit, take some heat off of Lomion while he's able to decrease some of these stacks for kills. Boom. There's 1 stack down. Jesus fucking bucks. Alright, we'll go ahead and taunt. Keep that nimble on Lomion. He's going to need it pretty soon here. Eldon's down. Elrond's marked, which is not great. We should be able to heal this turn. Yep, there it is. But he is going to get captured. That's game. Alright. Restarting again. Lomion being targeted first is not too bad for us, actually. Go ahead and throw immunity on him. That was a wasted taunt, completely. But, oh well, whatever. I fucked that up. Alright. I just realized I never even put the fucking game title on here. On the stream. I need to start remembering to do this. Sorry guys, this should only take a second here. Gotta drop our tags. Recording date is today, duh. Lord of the Rings, Heroes of Middle Earth, and boom, save it. My bad, guys. I fucked that up. Alright, we're back at it. Okay, we can cleanse Lomion here with Naramiri. Ideally, we'd be cleansing Eldon, but we don't have much of a choice there. Let's go ahead and dispel some of the stuff on the War Guard. Get working on the Skull Crusher to kill, which reduces a stack on Lomion, which is good for us. Start working on this Mangler. Actually, I want to work on this Fire Starter here, because that blind really fucked us last time around. Go ahead and get a heal off, we'll get Eldon back up, get another heal off, pop everybody off, get some bonus points. So Lomion's probably going down. Naramiri mark is not great for us. But we do have enough stamina for a back-to-back AoE with Eldon, which is good for us. Go ahead, finish him off with Naramiri, get that stack down. I also don't understand why if we're able to dispel stacks of marked through killing a target with a character that has marked on them, I wish we got bonus points for cleansing that, because you get bonus points for cleansing, you don't get bonus points for getting a cleanse through a kill, which seems kind of like an oversight. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but it seems kind of dumb, because technically we are cleansing. We're just not using an ability that directly cleanses, so whatever. Guess we can just cleanse and throw immunity out. Why did immunity go to Elrond and not Naramiri? That is just dumb. Don't make sense. It just did not make sense to me. I guess Elrond's health pool is just that much bigger that even though percentage-wise he wasn't missing more health, he just was missing more actual base health than he was. I don't know. This is going to be a reset, though. This is why I didn't want to start with Elrond first off, or Rivendell, because I kind of have this thing where I refuse to accept raid scores that do not equal or increase compared to last week's raid scores. And I hit 900k last week with this team and maxed it. So we might be here for a little while. But starting out with an Arwen mark is actually good for us. We can go ahead and throw immunity on ourselves. Nimble's good. We won't taunt, but we will heal to top her off. And they swapped the mark to Elrond, which is actually really fucking annoying. Because now I can't even cleanse with Naramiri. It's going to cleanse Arwen. And Elrond's just going to fucking die. Like, why does that? I don't understand why that happens. Seems like half the time when you have a character that isn't marked but has the stacks of capture on them, they will tunnel focus that target that has capture even though they have immunity or not marked or whatever else. And then other times they just straight up, like it seems like once every like 10 attempts they just go off the reservation and just hit whoever the fuck they want, even though one character has stacks of capture on them. And it's a really stupid mechanic, because how can I manipulate that? How can I play through that? Like I can't. And I do want to keep Lomion marked here, because we should be able to just heal here with Elrond. And then we should be able to cleanse with Naramiri in a second here. Let's see what damage we can do to the War Guard. Great evade there for us. We'll go ahead and taunt with Eladin. I'm gonna AoE here just to get the stacks to slow on everybody, but honestly, like, I don't want to, because I don't have too many actual stacks on us. What I am gonna do is I'm going to heal to top everybody off for points right now rather than cleanse, because I'm gonna save the cleanse for next turn when Eladin's getting hit pretty hard. We can go ahead and cleanse this off the War Guard, take another basically immediate turn, start working on the Mangler. Finish the War Guard off with Lomion, get that stack down. That's great. Keep AoEing, keep healing, and then Naramiri should be able to cleanse here in a second. And it's going to be on Eladin. This is actually going fairly well so far. And we get some more damage on this War Drummer. What I would like to do is be able to finish him with Eladin next turn if he survives. And he does. Decrease the stacks. That's actually really good for us. Okay. Hit the Mangler. Eladin's done. He's captured, but that's fine. We should be able to heal again with Elrond here. Can we... What can we do here? We gotta take this Mangler out. We just straight up have to. Actually, we need to take this War Guard out first. And that decreased stacks, so we might be able to live long enough there. I don't understand why we counter kill and don't, or maybe we did decrease stacks. I just missed that he put an extra one on him. I might just be tripping on that. I was about to complain. Come on, Elrond. We're gonna get a revive here. Lomion's getting captured. Now, what I want to do. Oh man, I'm gonna do this and just cross my fingers and hope they target Eladin, and of course they don't, because they've got a hard-on for Elrond. For whatever fucking reason. But at least we can cleanse Elrond here. Don't cleanse any capture stacks. That's fucking... I also cannot stand the fact that they can apply capture through Nimble without having Eagle Eye on them. Like, that makes absolutely no logical sense whatsoever. It just really doesn't. Like, if a mob has Eagle Eye, yes, that makes sense. You can hit through Nimble. So you should be able to apply the stacks of capture through Nimble. But if Elrond has Nimble on him, and they don't have Eagle Eye, how is it they can attack him, miss, and still apply the debuff? Someone explain that to me. I think that's... There's a lot of shit with the raid. Like, people complain about the lack of content in the game. I don't think there's a lack of content problem with the game. I think there's a problem with in-game mechanics not actually doing what they're stated to... They're not actually doing what they're supposed to do via what is stated in the game of how the mechanic works. That's what I think the issue is. Because how am I supposed to learn or be able to consistently do the things I do if we're not playing by the rules that are established in the fucking game, right? Oh, fuck off. I just wish somebody would target Eladin off the rip, like just once. I think this is our best... I think this is our best case scenario, though, for restarting, is getting Arwen marked first. That is not our best case scenario, is getting Arwen marked and then them just randomly deciding to change to Elrond. That's actually really fucking annoying, if I have to be honest. Because now Eladin had to taunt way too early, now he's just gonna get captured right away. And there he goes. Like, wave 1 capture. So frustrating. Alright. Cleanse. Let's see, what can we do here? Mangler's coming up soon. We can get him down. We can finish him off to get a stack off of us and a block. She's gonna get captured anyways. Just get a heal off. And there she goes. And we're marking Lomion. Don't have a whole lot to be able to handle this, honestly. I don't want... I have to. I'm not even gonna be able to maintain provoke next turn, but whatever. At least it keeps Lomion up long enough for hopefully Elrond to be able to go ahead and get another heal off and get Arwen back up. We might be able to cleanse with Naramiri here. Yup. Good. That's one stack off. Now we need to heal. We're not gonna be able to heal for 2 turns, so he's just gonna fucking die. Awesome. That's a restart. Oh, I hate chapter 3 so much. I just do. It's not fun. It's... Chapter 1 is fun. Chapter 2 is fun. Chapter 4 hurts, but it's fun. My goddamn lightning port wants to keep disconnecting every time I move my phone. This is just a frustrating ass stream so far. What do you mean? No, there we go. Jesus. I am frustrated. I need more coffee. All right. How did immunity go to Elrond and not Naramiri there? Like, just please make this make sense, somebody. Because even if we want to go by the logic that I used last time, right? Where Elrond is missing more health than Naramiri is, even though it doesn't look like it, right? Because his health pool is just going to be that much larger with his gear input on my current roster. There's no way that's possible because Naramiri was marked and took like 3 additional attacks. Elrond just took 1 AoE that Naramiri also took. Like, there's no logical reason why that should have gone on Elrond and not Naramiri. But fucking whatever. And we're cleansing Eladin. Naramiri's dead. Sick. Exactly what we wanted to see. By that I mean it's like literally not what we wanted to see, but whatever. At least Elrond or Eladin should be able to AoE here and clear off 2 stacks of capture. There we go. Get Naramiri back up. Might be able to kill this War Guard. Nope. And of course, Naramiri is marked again. Get another heal off. That stealth actually came in real handy. I'm just going to kill him so we can keep mark stacks down, and then we can kill the War Guard with Lomion. Or we won't because the other one's taunting. This is just so frustrating to deal with right now. None of these attempts are going the way I want them to. Lomion's captured. Sweet. Again, why is immunity going on Elrond? Does immunity only go to Rivendell team members? I need to double check that. I thought it was just all allies. If the immunity from Arwen's cleanse goes only to specifically Rivendell characters, then it all makes sense, and I'm just an idiot. But again, it keeps going to Elrond instead of Naramiri there. Okay, so yeah, I'm just a fucking idiot. Immunity goes to the most wounded Rivendell team member. I thought it was just the most wounded team member or elf or some other tag like that. But it is specifically Rivendell, so that's why. So if Naramiri is targeted first, we need to taunt with Eladin. Otherwise, the immunity is not going to go on him. Because really, the play here with Rivendell is we want to be able to throw immunity on the first character that is marked. Because we can just have that character tank it out and eat all these hits of them getting targeted while they're marked. But with immunity, they're not going to be able to continue to put stacks on. So they should, theoretically, they should continue to attack Lomion here. But he's not going to get any stacks because he has immunity on him. This is kind of the play and what I've been trying to do for the longest time. But I was just a dipshit and didn't realize that Naramiri just physically cannot get immunity. I thought there was something wrong with the game, but there's something wrong with me. So there we go. We randomly got Elrond marked there somehow from the AoE, so that's annoying. We're gonna have to taunt with Eladin here, and that's fine. I'm going to keep attacking and working on this. Let's see if we can hold this cleanse and just heal everybody. Now this should be a free immediate turn with Arwen. So we will dispel that. And part of me wants to kill this War Guard and not the War Guard, the Skull Crusher. And part of me wants to leave him up so that Eladin or Lomion can finish him here and get rid of a free stack. There we go. And then honestly, I'm just going to throw offense down on the Mangler. See if we can heal everybody and top them off. Get a cleanse on Eladin and see if we can reset this mark on somebody else. It looks like, yeah, they've marked Lomion. Good, okay. So, I should be able to throw a block on Lomion here for some bonus points. Yup, there it is. Get a nimble on him for some bonus points. And I should be able to retaunt with Eldon as long as he doesn't die here. Fuck, yep, there's capture. That's fine. We'll get a taunt up, keep it off of Elrond for a bit. We can AoE everybody, get some slows out. Get some more chunk damage on this Mangler. I have a feeling if I hit that fire starter, I was going to double tap him to finish him off, and I don't want that to happen. So let's cleanse. Hopefully immunity's on Elrond, not Eldon. That's not what we wanted, but it's fine. Everything's fine. We're just going to basic attack again. And Mark did not fall off of him, but we got a revive. Now let's cleanse that off of him. Eldon's gone. We can cleanse Elrond. Some block on Lomion. I don't want to finish any of these guys because I know I can kind of save them for right here. Boom, there's a free cleanse. This immunity on Elrond is actually going perfect. Like, it's exactly what we needed to do. I want to get this War Guard out of here before he starts getting annoying. We'll leave him right there for now. Elrond can finish him off. Sweet. So now Arwen is marked. We're gonna need her to survive. She's got block on herself. That's good. We should survive health-wise here. We just need to make sure that we're able to survive these stacks. Which, honestly, all three of these guys are going to go before she does. So she's going to get captured. She's going to die. But it's fine. It's whatever. 7. Maybe not. 8. Okay. I'm going to finish him off so she doesn't get captured. And she got captured anyways. It's fine. Everything's fine. Now we get a cleanse on Lomion. Get a heal and a res. Hopefully Lomion can hang on long enough. I don't think he's going to be able to. That's a negative. And now Naramiri is captured, so the only thing we can do with Naramiri is hope that we can cleanse, but immunity is not going to go on Naramiri. All we can hope for is that we get the free stealth next turn. They're able to survive until then. They're not going to survive. They're going to die. Alright. Get this War Guard down a bit. Block up. Elrond is marked. That sucks, but we can decrease turn meter and slow here. What's up, Murph? What's up, Alf? Yeah, Thomas, you're right. This is chapter 3, Alf. Yeah, Thomas, my bad. I was so zoned into the game, I didn't even see the chat. What's up, guys? Welcome back in. Appreciate you guys tuning in. God, this sucks. 800k is... it's a really good attempt. But I got 900k last week, and I don't want to be too greedy with it, but also, like, I don't want to sit here running Rivendell in this fucking chapter all day. So I think I'm just going to take my licks and do this one, because we've already reset way too many times, and this is the best we could do so far. So we'll take this one for now. Let's hop back in. And let's take care of our Gondor team this time around. I want to double check and make sure that I can't Gear 6 Aura going into this. We've got enough there. If I can get enough here, I'm pretty sure claiming the personal rewards from the raid, I can get enough tokens to buy the light side crystals and get her to Gear 6 before we hop in here for this. So let's do this. Your guild can't get past chapter 2. Damn, Alf. Yeah, it's chapter 2. Like, when you're at the point with your guild with like actually progressing through the raid, chapter 2 is definitely the hardest one to actually break through to the next chapter, just because Chapter 1, there's a lot of teams that do really well in there. And it's very easy to improve your score there. But Chapter 2, there's really only a handful of teams that do like really well, and then there's some other teams that do okay. And then Chapter 3, you can basically just cheese it for free points. And really, if you make it to Chapter 3, you should be making it to Chapter 4. So Chapter 2 is definitely the hardest one to clear. I would just recommend building Isengard, building Rohan. I mean, with Elrond having just came back out, hopefully that'll give you guys a big enough bump to be able to push through that. But yeah, Chapter 2 is tough. That's what's still beating a lot of the kind of lower end or more casual guilds. And no offense, not saying your guild's lower end or casual, but for the ones that aren't, you know, putting money into the game or playing like super not seriously, but really trying to maintain competitiveness, it's definitely the hardest one. I'm going to go grab some coffee real quick, so I'll be back in like 30 seconds. We're all out. All right, we're back. Okay. If anybody needs an office desk, I need to get rid of this fucking thing behind me. Facebook Marketplace is doing me no favors with it right now. I've been trying to sell this shit for like 3 weeks now. All right, we got Denethor marked first, which isn't great for us. Also not the end of the world. He is gonna die though. Yep, there it goes. Get some block on Aura. I think 176 was our personal best here. So really right now with our Gondor not being super strong, I think our best essentially our play here is more or less to make sure that we're resetting RNG for blocks for bonus points, because man, it's tough with them having like no survivability. They really have to be built really powerfully in order to actually survive all this shit. But I mean, 200k is already, that's I think the best I've ever done with this team in this chapter, so we'll take that. 225, that is a W for us. Mostly free to play, so we understand we can't make past chapter 2 easily. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like most of the content I make on this game, like on my main account, I do put a little bit of money into it just because I have the ability to, and I do enjoy Lord of the Rings in this game. But especially my alt account, it's like fully free to play, and I really, even when I was doing Marvel Strike Force content, I really try to gear most of my content towards kind of free to play players, because honestly, like the vast majority of the player base of these games, like the vast majority of them are free to play, and most content creators are usually a little out of touch with kind of like the free to play way to play these games, just because they do put so much money into them. So they'll like release free to play guides or free to play, you know, content, whatever, but like they're not actually playing free to play accounts, so like they're completely disconnected from what reality is for a free to play player. So I feel you, man. It's tough. I've got a third account that's kind of bounced around a couple of guilds that really struggled with chapter 2 and other places, and really, I mean, you don't have to worry about building teams too much. If people are consistently playing the game, they should have enough teams strong enough right now. One of the biggest things is just making sure that people are playing the fucking game, you know, like making sure that your guys are actually going in and getting all their attempts. It's a pain in the ass right now because there's no like activity tracker, kind of like Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, where it'll show people's like total scores. It just shows the attempts, right? So like in order to make sure people are, to track people who are not participating in the raid, you have to basically go out of your way to file or form a spreadsheet or some other form of tracking it, to call people out, because really that's you can build your team all you want and maybe get like 100k more every week in each chapter. But ultimately, if someone's just not playing the fucking game, you're missing out on like several 100,000 points potentially of them not playing. So, if you're an officer in your guild or whatever, I would just make sure you start stressing like, yo guys, we might be free to play or casual, but like, we play the game and we want to play the game with people who also want to play the game. So if you don't want to play the game, you can maybe find another home that has kind of the same effort level that you want to put into the game. But it's my 2 cents. I believe Isengard, we got 290k last week. Oh my god, I'm gonna kill this fucking port. It's my phone. My damn port on my phone's going out, and I don't want to buy a new phone because that means I'm gonna lose progress on like all of my non-Game Center accounts. Are you playing on the phone? There we go. All right. Okay, let's do this. We should be able to blind the Shadow Seer, but we're not able to. Getting Azek marked first is not great because he is our weakest character on this team so far. So, just not great. Gonna die, and he is dead. Also, you can't see key contribution for each member. Yeah, that is definitely annoying too. So you really can't track it like you can with Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes or anything. But honestly, the changes they made in the last couple of weeks to the raid keys, that's kind of not as important anymore. Because you're automatically getting, I think it's like 150 free keys per day just for someone logging into the game. And then I think each person's contributing 5 keys per day instead of 8 like it used to be. So, it's definitely frustrating, but I think they did make it more, I don't know, easier for more casual guilds to be able to consistently pull in raid keys. I shouldn't have taunted with SWGOH there. That was dumb. Now he's just going to die to marked. Oh, boy. Yep, there he goes. I mean, really, the play here is I really need Mauher to get marked first. But they never target Mauher first. Yeah. I don't know, this is also going to be a reset. I think 295k was our max last week. How many raids are we doing per week? So you can still really only do 1 raid per week. You can do... Well, let me rephrase that. You can still only get enough raid keys per week to launch 1 raid per week. And that raid lasts 4 days if you're, you know, on the highest difficulty, or clearing the raid completely. But I will caveat that with saying that there are kind of ways to get around that, where if you essentially... So it costs 2,000 keys to launch the raid, but if you bank up to the actual, like the max limit of keys, which I believe is 2,500, you can essentially hold your keys at 2,500, launch your raid, and I mean, if you're hitting chapter 4, you'll hit your 4 days of raid, and then as soon as that day's over and you give it the 24 hours for rewards and all that stuff, you can essentially launch it like back to back as soon as you finish the first raid. So you can technically participate in multiple raids per week, but at the end of the day, like, you can't complete multiple raids per week because they're 4 days apiece, right? If you're hitting chapter 4, that is. So 234k, that's not too far off of our max here. But we kind of already took a 100k hit with Rivendell this week, so we're just gonna reset this one and see if we can do a bit better. Yeah, it's kind of frustrating. Some weeks it seems like our points get set back a little bit, but at the end of the day, even if we're regressing a little bit, the rest of our guild is progressing and adding points in, so we'll be all right. And I think within the next couple of weeks, my guild should be getting that 3rd reward box pretty soon here, and that's pretty exciting. So hopefully we can get there very soon. Yeah, no problem, man. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for the info. Here to help y'all out, however I can. We're not doing too horribly right now. I mean, really with Isengard on this chapter, we don't have any way to actually cleanse any of these debuffs, so the best we can do is just cross our fingers and hope for some block RNG, and then really just drop Banes on the enemy characters so that we can heal through that and get bonus points through healing, but that's about it. How many Gandalf shards are you getting per raid? So right now we are hitting the, I believe it's the second raid reward box, and that's giving 5 Gandalf shards. However, I'm also, depending on the week in chapter 1, I'm hitting that 2.1 to 2.3 mil personal reward area for chapter 1 only. So I'm getting 5 from the raid per week plus 1 to 2 from personal rewards, and hoping to sometime in the next month or so be able to push this chapter 3 personal rewards up quite a bit. I am building out my Gondor team at the moment through gear, so with us hitting 267,000 here, we're definitely going to submit this, because I'm not going to keep resetting this for 20,000 points of RNG to match last week's score. So there's that. We got 2 more teams we got to run through real quick, and if I remember right, for chapter 3 at least, these are kind of just random hodgepodge teams. So we'll do this. What was our score on this team last week? 257. It's not bad actually for this team. We'll knock this out because we got to go hop into our alt Heroes of Middle-earth account and knock out all of this stuff, and then 10 minutes from now we should have our first round of spare energy, which I'm not really going to deal with on stream. But once that's over, we got a fair amount of stuff to hop into Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes and go knock that stuff out. So we do have all of our remaining raid attempts that we have to do on our alt account still. So unfortunately, it's not going to be too exciting there because my teams on that account are nowhere near built or as ideal for this chapter as they're on this account. So it's probably going to be a lot of just real quick throwing stuff in and probably just throwing it on auto, seeing what we get for it. But basically all we can do. And there it is. I mean, that's not too bad. It's barely under what we scored last week, like 15k less, but that is just fine. Claim all these. One more team to go. And this one's definitely just a random combination of characters at like year 6 to 8. You go live randomly. So if you don't have notification for when I go live, I think you have to subscribe for them specifically. So if you go back to my main page and hit the bell, it should notify you. But I only go live on Saturday mornings. So I typically record a lot of my content on Sundays and then just schedule them to get posted throughout the week. And then Saturdays is kind of my day to go. I'll just hop on and kind of knock out all of my dailies and all my accounts and raid or do whatever other content there is to do at the time, and just kind of bullshit my way through it and hang out and talk and chat. So yeah, Saturday mornings, typically anywhere around like 9 or 10 a.m. Central Time is usually when I'll go live for it. It is going to take forever for them to finish off Ironhide here. I always hate when they save him for last. There we go. Submit that. We're all done with this account. Grab our personal rewards. Double check where the guild's at. 92 mil. That is not going to cut it for 144. But I'm assuming we got a lot of attempts left on the board right now. Alright, hopping over to my alt account so we can log in, knock out our dailies, and get our raid attempts in. There we go. I'm gonna grab some water too while we're waiting to load. Oh, oops. Oh. All right. We are in. Time to knock out some dailies. Go ahead and do our gem refreshes. We'll fly through farming real quick. Check our inbox. Last night's crystals. Yep. Oh, we got 4 shards of brute today. That's good. And some Grimler shards. I'm not unhappy about that, I guess. Grab our crate. Aothane. That's not horrible. We'll take that. Alright, let's burn some energy here. We're still farming out Frodo till we get him to 7 stars so we can fully stop Road to Rivendell here. We are still farming out Mary because we would like to push tier 6 of the Sam event and get him to 6 stars. And then we're going to hop down here. We're going to focus on our Rivendell elves. We did unlock Elrond this week, barely. I think I was able to unlock him maybe like 60 minutes, an hour before his event ended. I hit 5 stars with all my required characters the day before his event ended, but I hadn't put enough gear on anybody, so I was actually struggling with the event because all of my elves were at like gear 4. So we were able to unlock him by the skin of our teeth, but unfortunately we don't have high enough star levels or high enough gear or abilities on them to really be able to do much in the raid. But we do have a Rivendell team on this account now, and that's going to quickly become our main focus here. Let me hop back over here. We'll knock out our challenges. And then we'll claim some daily objectives so we can get that quick energy refresh. Alright, level up one time and gear one time. We're definitely still leveling our elves because I want to get all these guys to 45 so I can start pushing the raid. So let's get Elrond up. So one of the things I like to do when I'm leveling characters is, if you notice, the increments change at different levels. So if we look at our health, right? One level here, we're going up 200 health. And then 180 health. And then, 100. No, that's like 500. 100, Jesus. So yeah, so kind of what I like to do. If I were just leveling to 33, I'd get 170 health. I'd get 180 here. But this is like a 450 health increase. So we can bring up to 35 and just drop them there and kind of leave them there. You know, because basically instead of leveling them 1 or 2 levels, like why not throw the extra level on there and just get that extra little bit to help them out. We still got to throw 1 piece of gear on somebody. And I did actually this week. I got all of my Road to Rivendell characters up to gear 8. Mary took a little longer than I thought it was going to, so that's great. I forgot we don't have this at ability level 4 yet. I should have spent my stuff on that. Ugh. Anyways, we'll throw this piece of gear on Elrond. That'll be enough for our challenge, or our objectives rather. We'll go hop in the supply store, see if there's anything worth buying here. You can always get more crystals on this account. We can never have enough. We're looking good on everything else here. Can't afford the Wubate shards. Can't afford Tibeb either. Can't afford Shagrat. So Mordor is still not a great team. However, I think I'm at the point now with them where it's kind of sunk cost fallacy, where I really do want to finish these guys off because I have so much invested in them. And I've got a feeling that they are going to get better when the glyphs come out and we can kind of tune some of their kit a little more. So I am not full stopping Mordor as I had kind of originally planned on doing. Let's farm out the rest of our Isengard, Uruk-hai. Four shards, meh. How are we gonna do with that, Zach? We're gonna get some good shards here? 2. No, we're not. Okay. That's fine. We'll hop into Arena. Probably gonna lose this battle just because Mordor is not performing well in Arena, but that's alright. That is just fine. Still gotta do our attempts anyways. Alright, we'll start putting damage into Pippin. We are gonna have... That's Mary, not Sam. Okay, so we don't have anyone to even taunt here. We just might have random little stealths come out from the hobbits themselves. So kind of the play with Mordor here is as we're able to apply more Banes on the enemy team, we want to be targeting those characters so we can get more turn meter gain. But now, pretty much everybody only has 1 Bane on them, so it doesn't really matter who we target. Since he only had 1 Bane and Mary cleanses 1 Bane when he heals, he cleansed everybody. So we'll keep working on Éomer here. And Éomer's dead. We'll get another AoE out with Ironhide. And I know this looks like a fairly easy battle here, but honestly it's only because we have dropped so low in our arena shard from mainly inactivity. But yeah, this should be a fairly easy win here. Hopefully. Just gotta take Strider out, and then we'll have the maybe a 1v1 or 2v1 with Ironhide, because he's gonna go down here, him being Rockma. That sucks. We'll be alright. Strider's down, now we just got Ironhide to deal with. And this should be game right here. Boom. Easy win. Alright. Let's hop into the raid. See what we can do. Oh, we just got our bonus energy. Excellent. Okay, we got 228 with Mordor last week. Not expecting much out of this. Oh, this is my favorite bug in the game right now. We're going to go ahead and join the raid, and the intro cinematic's just going to keep playing while we're loading. And I can't skip it. It's a feature, not a bug. Are we bricked? Did I break the game? I've done that like half a dozen times now. I've never had it bug out on me. We'll just go ahead and reset it real quick. Doors closing and opening the game back up. Yes, I slurped my coffee. You can deal with it. Okay. Let's try this again. So I'm thinking this week I'm gonna try to get some sort of video out tomorrow on glyphs, and not just, you know, kind of the boring let me read through the news posts that everybody gets in their Discord hooks. I kind of want to go through, I've seen a few different spreadsheets floating around some Discord servers of people kind of spitballing what glyph sets would go well on what characters so far. So I kind of want to go through at least maybe I don't know, like the top 5 raid teams or some of like the most common raid teams that are out there right now, and just kind of seeing like what some of the glyph loadouts would look like for those teams. So if that's something you guys would like to see, definitely let me know. Otherwise, I'm kind of at the point with this game where, because someone else had a video on it earlier this week where essentially what they were saying is, you know, Ton and a lot of other content creators have quit the game because there's not a lot of like daily content to go out and make videos on, which I think is a fair point. It's not to say that there isn't anything to do in the game, but really, unless you're like browsing the news posts and you're just making videos on like what the new you know, the news of the day is, there's not a lot of stuff to cover with the game. And I'm not the kind of guy that would like go out and literally just read a news post for 10 minutes just so I can make a video. If I don't feel like I have relevant stuff to talk about or to make a video on, I'm just not going to do it. So if you guys have ideas of stuff you'd like to see, definitely let me know. One thing I want to do in the near future is I'm kind of working on getting my old Patreon set back up right now. Nothing crazy with it, but just like trying to find a way to consolidate like how we could do something like roster reviews or something like that with the channel. So maybe that could be a segment on Saturdays here, and then I could clip that out of, you know, the stream itself and just put out, you know, like a couple of videos a week of roster reviews. If that's something you guys would like to see, definitely let me know. And I can work on getting that back up by like next week or something like that. But yeah, otherwise, like I don't know. It feels like every time I get to a point where I'm like, hey, I'm ready to sit down and start making videos again and content again. Like I work a full-time job, at like, you know, Monday to Friday, and this week I was so busy with work I had to pull a 12 to 14 hour shift. What was it? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all in a row. So like I wanted to make videos and content this week, but I didn't have the time or the energy to do it. So feels like, you know, like I just got back from a 3-week work trip. I was ready to get rolling again, start making stuff, and then it's like I just got hit over the head with like just being busy, and it's like, fuck, man. Like I don't have the time to be able to do what I want to do right now, but it's all good. All right, we'll go ahead and taunt with Sam here. He's gonna have to eat some stacks, but we might be able to get him a stealth here, which is good. Getting Strider marked isn't the greatest thing in the world, but that's fine. Yeah, he's gonna die before Pippin can even go again with the heal to be able to cleanse, but it's fine. Again, this is kind of my baby account, so I'm not too worried about like pushing super high raid numbers on it. I'm really just here to do my part and collect rewards and keep building this roster. I'm doing my part. What is that? Starship Troopers? All right. I'm just gonna auto out the rest of this. I'm kind of over this raid right now. We've been live for an hour and a half. We have a lot of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes shit to do. So honestly, I don't even know if I want to do it on stream. Do you guys have any desire to watch me go through Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes stuff? Like, I think I've got to set up for Territory War. I've got to knock out some Grand Arena. I've got to knock out
Dailies still on there too. $237. I think 237 points is better than I did last week with this team, so that's good at least. We should be able to go through with our elf team, even though it's not going to be anything special. And I just realized I threw Elro on here instead of Eladin, but that's fine. These guys are all gear 4 or 5. Like, we're not going to be pushing insane raid scores here anyways. Yeah, like, he's already dead. That is just fine. On the bright side, getting 130k with this team is a lot better than getting 90k with a bunch of random leftovers. So that is improvement over last week. Now we just need to throw ability and gear into that team, and we'll be pushing some big old scores in a few of the other raid chapters. What else do we have? We have our shitty orc team. That's basically just going to block spam and then get bent over. We got Morza marked first. Get a little bit of a cleanse and some extra blocks here. We get the AoE with the big blocks. There we go. Heal. Alright, nice, easy, quick, 100,000 points with that team. We're gonna go now. Alright, sounds good, Alf. Thanks for tuning in, man. Hope to see you again next week. Have a good week. We're just gonna throw some random characters together. That should hopefully outspeed some of these guys, right? Eladin won't. The Goblin will. I believe Kraska does as well. Yeah, all these guys should outspeed, so we should be able to speed cheese this last attempt. Wonderful. Love to see it. A free 90,000 points. Just for having the characters unlocked. And we got soft locked. Second time in the stream. Awesome. We're force resetting again. We love getting soft locked during the raid. And then having to go into a personal scene awkwardly while we restart the app. So you guys can't see my phone, you know, like that. All right, do this again. Should be quick. Free 90 to 100,000 points, and then we'll hop into Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes because we are Elfine with Lord of the Rings Heroes of Middle Earth. So if y'all are just tuning in and you want to see Lord of the Rings Heroes of Middle Earth stuff, I love you and I appreciate you tuning in, but you're gonna have to go back into the VOD or rewind the video to go see all of that good stuff. And then we'll hop into Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Or maybe we won't. We'll see. Boom, 95k. All done. How did we finish up this week on the alt account? 808,000. That's not great, not horrible. I don't think it's a new personal best, but we'll see in a second. That is indeed a new personal best. Awesome. Sick. Okay. Well, I'm back in here. I guess first things first, we're gonna have to hop into our main account in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. That's gonna be the game plan here. And I'm gonna there we go. Hell yeah. Let's bring this down a little bit. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, dude. I'm literally just gonna sit here like this and just play fucking games and hang out. We're back in. Alright, so this is our main account in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. We're 5.5 mil GP, and holy shit, I did not even play last night at all. Where are we at with this account? We've got conquest to do, holy shit. We've got raid attempts to do. We've got Grand Arena attack. We've got territory. Let's set up for territory war real quick, because I don't believe we dropped anything here. And I do have some things that I have to drop on defense for the guild. And somebody else dropped their SLKR? Question mark? Right? I don't have any banners yet, do I? Were they pinging me in Discord? Oh, I'm a failure. Well, that sucks, because I'm going to have to hit 5 successful attacks. Oh well. Okay, so we're not doing anything territory wars. Let me hop into the stream real quick, because I'm going to have to update our title. Or not the title, but the, you know, the info. Because we can't have people popping in here going, hey man, are you doing Lord of the Rings Heroes of Middle-earth stuff? And then I'm going to have to explain, like, sorry bro, you're going to have to rewind, you missed that stuff. We're now doing Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. You know? Actually, I'm not going to update it, because if I update it, then the VOD's going to show that it was Star Wars Galaxy Heroes and not Lord of the Rings Heroes of Middle-earth. So we're going to leave it. Yeah. We're going to leave it. That's what we're going to do. Actually, I'm not going to update it, because if I update it, then the VOD's going to show that it was Star Wars. Okay. Whatever. Let's knock out dailies real quick. Dailies on this we're working on, as we did go after those light speed bundles. So I'm working on pushing Jedi Training Ray up to Gear 13 so we can push for Relic 7 and start working on Galactic Legend Ray. So there's that. We've also got... We need to get BB-8 up. We can dump some energy into this. What do we need to do here? We need these pieces. Right here. Do 10 attempts for free. My hands are like not working right now. Sick! I really hate these pieces where it's like, I need a million of these little itty bitty fucking pieces. Because it's really fucking annoying that I have to go in here and do like 10 attempts and be like, do I have enough now? Let's go back out and see. Let's start putting together all these pieces. Okay, we do have enough. But I hate having to like go back and forth between like just, I don't know. Keep it simple. Let me just hit one fucking node 5 times, get my gear piece. Alright, BB-8 is up to Gear 10, right? Or am I tripping? Hey, it's Gear 10, sweet. And we should have a lot of Mark 1 raid currency just kind of chilling here. But we don't have anything in the store that we can use. Sick! Should that be a thing that we do here? Alright, let's knock out dailies real quick. Challenges. Black War. Black War. We've got our fleet challenges. Should be good. And then we just gotta burn the rest of our energy. Okay. Now, Cantina. We are slowly farming Chrysanthemum shards because we are going to be working on Java after we get Ray. Mods, we're working on getting all of Jedi Knight Revan's mods up to tier 6. So let's finish this off. Sweet. Alright, let's hop into Grand Arena. See how we're doing here. We lost the first round, I believe, due to inactivity, if I remember correctly. 100% due to inactivity. So who are we up against? Oh, sweet. Hell yeah, we're up against a 7 mil GP account because CG can't figure out their fucking ladder properly. Alright, what do we got? I can't do shit against these teams. I guess we just use... I don't even want to do this, but we're going to use our Supreme Leader Kylo Ren here. We're going to use the wrong Datacron on him, just for the raw stat boost. Get back to Supreme Leader Kylo Ren here. We'll go ahead and stun Malik. We'll start throwing out some damage. Big AoE here. Didn't kill Malik. There we go. Probably overkill to use this team against this, but honestly, where I'm at in Grand Arena, with all these higher level GP accounts, 90% of the time, as long as I just put up points, like, they just AFK out and lose anyways. So it's kind of whatever. I don't know if this team can take Ray out, but I don't have a lot of options, so we're just gonna give it a shot and see. And if we can't do it, we'll just come back and clean up something else. But, I mean, this is basically a Galactic Legend team in Grand Arena, right? So, should be able to do something here. Alright, let's get this turn meter train rolling. Go ahead and stun Resistance Warrior, whoever. Keep working on Ray. Get some more stuns out. Alright, we need Ray to die. Got damage immunity. Hitting anybody else. Try to get their damage immunity to proc. Palpatine's down. That's not great for us, but that is good for us. Go ahead and stun Holdo. Keep working on Ray. Boy, this is just not looking great for us, is it? Yeah, Ray's about to fuck us up. For sure. If I can get Starkiller to survive one more turn, we can drop the Star Destroyer on them. Yep, there it is. I fucking hate fighting Ray. Like, I just have nothing that can handle this team right now. And it's really frustrating and discouraging trying to play this game and build my account and do anything when I did put my fucking Datacron on the team. It's really fucking annoying and frustrating when the ladder is forcing players that have 2 fucking million higher GP than I do down into my ladder because they don't know how to keep people in ranks without decreasing X amount of people every fucking week. It's fucking retarded. And it makes no fucking sense whatsoever. you just do 300,000 damage to my fucking Relic 3 CLS? God, this is retarded. I fucking hate Grand Arena. And you know what? I'm actually starting to hate Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Like, I'm actually getting to the point with this fucking game where I just don't want to play it. I really am. Like, it's so frustrating. There used to be a time when this game was good and fun, and like making new accounts was good content. It was fun to do. You could be competitive in Grand Arena because you could actually min-max your account power so that you could have a roster with absolutely no fat on it. You go up against people that have the same galactic power as you, and you could just wreck house and actually have fun at the game because you were smarter and better at the game than people. But now it's just, you literally get beat by people who aren't playing the fucking game, who've had an account longer than you, and it's stronger than your account because of that. But they don't play, so they drop rank in Grand Arena and get put in your shard. And like, it's fucking horseshit, is what it is. Like, how is it supposed to be fun for me to lose, literally to lose Grand Arena to people who aren't even playing the fucking game? Why is that a thing? Because it's been like this for, I don't know, at least the last 3 years since I came back to the game, or 2 years, I guess. This game used to be fun. It's just not anymore. But whatever. I'm just another fucking crybaby. It's all good. I don't even care about this. And no one's watching anymore, so honestly, I'm just gonna call it a day. Because I don't want to be negative Nick over here, sitting here whining, bitching, complaining about a game that I'm choosing to play on stream. So, y'all are tuning in still. Thank you for watching. I love you guys. Stay safe. Have a good week. Tune in next time for Saturday Morning Coffee. We had some actual good chat interaction today, so I appreciate that. And yeah, hopefully we'll have some fun stuff next week for you.